Hi all. Everything in my videos is pulled from the public domain and I am using them under the Fair Use Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourself, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So to start with this morning, I had multiple emails from people saying they missed my old start to my videos and I should just go back to them, so that's what I did. Secondly, I know I wasn't supposed to put this up till tomorrow, but I had some free time and I finished it early, so I'm putting up a video early. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Harry and see if we can figure out why he is the way he is. So let's go. Prince Henry Charles Albert David was born September 15th, 1984, the second son of Charles and Diana. Now, it's been reported that Princess Diana would witness herself, Harry, being forgotten about or overlooked, and so she went out of her way to pay special attention to him. One story that was leaked to the media is that the Queen Mother would call William over and say, "Hey, William, come sit next to me." And Harry would just be completely left out. It's reported the Queen Mother would invite William over for tea and talk to him about his future, but she never invited Harry. And reported that she always made sure Prince William was seated in a seat right next to her, but Harry never was. It's been reported that the Queen used to invite William over for lessons in kingship while he was at Eton and she was at Windsor Castle, but she never once invited Harry for a visit. But Harry's had multiple issues, and I think the first one that cropped up that I can remember right off the top is when he got sent off to Eton and it was shown that he cheated. The thing that I find interesting about that is apparently there were no repercussions for it. And that's part of my problem with him. I think he's never had to take responsibility for his actions. Then you have when Harry got caught using drugs. I think it was marijuana, which I'm not going to get into the debate about marijuana, but right now it's not legal. But what did his dad do? He sent him off to rehab for one whole day. Harry has a temper and has trouble controlling it. Supposedly, he was coming out of a club, the photographer got in his face, and he hit the photographer. So bad was his behavior that on one of the tours Harry took of Africa, Charles hired communications chief Patty Harvison to keep up with him and to keep Harry out of the awkward headlines, which didn't work. We have the time that Harry went to a costume party thinking it was appropriate to dress as a Nazi. I mean, it's pretty obvious that even as a small child, he had a little bit of a behavior problem. Let's be honest, people. The royal family has always had issues with Harry, way past the point where they should have. So I guess I'm not sure why I'm so surprised that everybody's shocked that his behavior is so out of line. You know, there was a story I read where Harry was on a bicycle and he intentionally ran into the leg of one of the service people that was standing around outside. And he just looked up at him, turned the bike around, and left. The story read that Diana was standing right there. She did not make him apologize for hurting this person, and she just made some flip comment like, well, boys will be boys. Now, don't misunderstand me. Diana was a great woman, and I'm sure she was a great mother. But in her own words, she said she knew that Harry wasn't going to get the same attention as William, and so she was softer on him. And I think in never correcting him and never making him apologize to anybody for anything, she created a monster. Now, some letters came out from Diana where she even said that Prince Harry was rebellious by the time he was 8. I think Harry's got a lot of anger and I think he has a mean streak, and because Diana didn't check him as a child and everybody indulged him, and here's what you have as a result. He is referred to as the black sheep. He is referred to as the problem child of the family. I don't believe anybody will ever forget the pitiful image of William and Harry walking behind their mother's coffin. There was one more story that came out that I think just sums up the whole problem. The story goes, Diana was driving the car, the protection officer was in the front, William and Harry were in the back with the nanny. And the nanny was having to referee and they were fighting. And out of nowhere, Harry apparently said to William, "One day you'll be king and I won't, so it doesn't matter, so I can do what I like." So it would appear Diana was very conscious and she wanted the palace to treat the boys equally and give Harry all the opportunities that were being afforded to William. And Charles felt the exact same way. But apparently there were senior members of the family saying, this is ridiculous, William's the king, and let's give him all of our efforts. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Harry is just by nature kind of, I hate to say it, but kind of an asshole? Or do you think that because Diana bent over backwards, she started him down a path where he feels he can do whatever he wants? And lastly, I have to throw something out here. I got this message from Rebecca Foster this morning. It really struck me, and yes, it made me get teary-eyed, I'm not gonna lie. This economy sucks, and I consider myself lucky to have 3 jobs, including these videos. I consider myself lucky. My husband is still working. And no, I still believe anonymous to anonymous is the best way, but I still do donate to the animals, and I'm donating to Meals on Wheels for the elderly. In my opinion, the 2 most vulnerable groups out there. My point is, what Trump put into place to keep people from being evicted expired the beginning of this month, and we're about to have a lot of homeless and hungry people. So just the fact that you guys are willing to donate so that I can have some coffee just really got to me, and I just want to say to everybody who's donated, thank you. Now, I also want to say that so much money is being donated towards my coffee that I'm going to be sharing the love, if that's okay with you guys. Obviously, I can't tell you where I work or exactly what I do or what state I live in, but I have a fabulous amount of coworkers who could also use coffee in these trying times on very long shifts. So if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to go on Saturday and treat them all to some fabulous cups of coffee. They don't know about my channel. I'll simply say it's from friends. I know you guys are going to have a fabulous day today, and I'm going to end this video differently than I usually do. So I had attached a song to the end of this video to let you guys know how I feel about you all and what I'm hoping for the coming year. And apparently, immediately, there was a copyright claim, which is why most people were unable to see my video. With that being said, I still want to share the song with you, and so I have placed the link up in the description box. I hope you'll listen to it, I hope you'll take it to heart, and I hope you know that it is from the heart. Have, as always, a fabulous day.